Good morning to you, my friends. I'm Cork, and this is Valheim, and I have some exciting stuff planned for today. Oh boy. Now, last time, we left off with, well, an asksvin in the pen. And I was gonna try and get him to be tamed. Well, I had a lot of time on my hands, because taming things is just standing around while giving them the adequate food, which I already knew that I had. I threw a bunch of food in there, and he was eating. He was happy. So I have to be close to them, apparently. I made sure to ask my brother if there was anything I was missing, and he told me everything I needed to know. Be close to them, make sure that you don't leave them, or else the taming won't actually happen. They won't eat, because they're not actually loaded in. So I was just hanging out in the Asksvins for a long time. Let me show you what the result of that was. I made a direct connection to this castle, and look at my baby boy. I have a star asksvin that is mine, and I can ride it too because of saddles. Look at that. And also another asksvin right over here. Oh, aren't you adorable? They're the perfect couple, them together. And let me tell you something. Asksvins lay eggs. Now that is a very interesting fact, which means I can bring them places. Also, let me first show you the operation I've got here, because I had lots of time on my hands. I just decided to make this place absolutely a palace for these guys. Built an entire roof on this place and a wall here for the actual taming spot. Took me quite a long time and quite a lot of grousting, but all I had on my hands was time and grousting. So the roof has a few holes in it. It's just to keep the Valkyries from looking at me and, you know, deciding to come and destroy everything. So, yeah, that's not what you want to see. Now, as I said, these guys lay eggs, which means I can move them. I was thinking, why don't I start an asksvin farm back by my house where things aren't horrible and scary, so that I can farm my asksvins in peace. That's a wonderful idea. And that leads us to today. We have some things to do, decisions to make. Where do I put them? I could fill in this wet spot here and put them there. A little rectangular house. I think that's not a bad idea. That's actually a pretty good idea. I was thinking maybe I would have to... Whoa, don't jump through there. I was thinking maybe I would have to expand my bubble. But I don't know. I want to take full advantage of this place. And this looks like a good location. I have been told that asksvins have a destructive nature by default. They can kind of stomp on stuff and break it. So I'm not going to put them near my house. That could become less than ideal very quickly. Put that in there and that in there. I was also very fortunate to receive a level 2 egg, which I think means that this egg will hatch to be a star, which would be great, because those will give a whole lot more materials when harvesting. I don't have a ton of grousting. I was hoping to build a house out of grousting. Seems like the best idea. Let's start off by filling in the water a little bit. I don't want my asksvins to be soggy. That wouldn't be very nice of me. We'll just use a stone foundation to fill in this water a little bit. It's pretty deep. Let's just see how this looks. If I built a grousting platform on top of this, would it be good? Probably. Let's just give a nice solid foundation. Nope. Not right. It's kind of cool to make videos on building, because most of the time I do building by myself. Because it's like, this is monotonous and stuff, and I've got objectives to do, there's more important stuff. Now there's not. I can just make a video on building a fort from my asksvins. Hopefully that's entertaining. In my opinion it is, when I watch videos of people playing games like this. This is going to wreak havoc on my resource supplies, though. Ay, ay, ay. I'm not gonna have much left. Can I get away with one more row? I don't know. I mean, this seems like a big enough pen. I don't need hundreds of them. Because they're not really, they're not for keeping. Once again, guys, please, no attachment. Not allowed. These are strictly for consuming. I know, it sounds awful. Because Asksvins are kind of adorable when you get to know them. But these are a special kind of Asksvin. Not for friend. Just food. I think that'll be a fine home for these guys. Build some window walls. Why not? You know what? I've actually just realized I've got some unused floor there. I could extend the platform out. Might be wise to cover this up a little bit more. If I can. I actually don't know if I can. You know what? It's not a big deal. I'm not worried. So you shouldn't be worried either. The question is, how will I be heating these? I have an idea for that whole situation. I've got a plan. So it should be fine. Let's just work on building this structure first. It'll probably have to be too high. Now these guys are kind of big. Especially when they're stars. There we go. I like the window wall look. I actually don't know if I like it when it's too high. Nah, we'll make the top layer no windows. No window wall. Oh, but it's more expensive. Actually, no. It's all going to be windows. I am cheap. I am skimping on resources for the sake of not prolonging this build to eternity. Because I don't have unlimited supplies of Grouston. Right this way, right this way, right this way. Okay, there's actually a lot going on right here. Hold on. That isn't very fair. It stuttered my screen right when it was exploding, so I couldn't roll. I mean, I got the job done, didn't I? There we go. Finally back up to... Where'd you come from? Hey. Oi. 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 Stop it. Get away. I just wanted to get some simple resources, but nothing in the Ashlands is simple. Oh my goodness, there's so many guys. But look, Grouston everywhere. It's lovely. It's fantastic. And I'm out of here. Bye. I'm not sure if I'm going to need a roof on this whole place for the Asksvins. I might try and start off... Wow, I got a lot of good resources there. Ashwood? Sick. I might start off trying to hatch these guys without having a roof. So maybe we should talk about the whole heating idea I have. I don't know if it's going to work, but I think that fire temperature stuff can't go through stone structures. I figured out that it can go through wood. I could be falsely informed on that it can't go through stone. Maybe it can, but I'm going to go on the assumption that it can't. But I have a solution for that. Let me tell you what it is. So I'm going to build one section of wall right here. That's just too wide. And I'm going to make that out of wood. And then the temperature will be able to get through. It's lovely. It's the perfect solution. No solution has ever been more perfect. Now, I can make a hearth right here. I'm going to have to do the whole situation of covering it with a roof and stuff. I'll just put down a little stone foundation right here. Maybe make it too high because it's a little deep over here. I'm going to build a hearth right here. Perfect. Now we just have to worry about roof. We'll just build a little thing like that, and then we'll make this go like this, and then like this. That's not quite right. And then like this. Will that work? Will that work? Yes, it does work. There we go. Okay, let's see if this works. Boom. Look at that. Too cold. Just give it some time. See what happens. It's working. It's working. Oh, baby. What about this one? Eh? What about this one? Should be fine, right? Yes, it's working, guys. All right. Well, now those guys are going to be hatching. That's fantastic. Wonder how long it's going to take. The chickens took like 2 days or something. I'm guessing these are going to take a bit more time. I mean, I don't know if it's different hatching times for different species. I would assume so. But I don't know for sure. Oh, guys. This is going to be incredible. My food situation is going to be absolutely top-notch. And to further provide for my food situation, I think that next time we're going to try and do some stuff with the Bog Witch and get feasting all up and running. And then I'll be able to have food all the time whenever I need it. Let's just see how far we can get this base to be as close to... What am I saying? I'm sorry, guys. I'm too excited. Sometimes I can't talk. And boom, baby. Does that block out the heat? I hope not. It should be fine. Right? I'm guessing so. Grouston roofs. Arched roof. Let's see how much roof we can get. Now this is a palace for an Asksvin. They've never seen luxury like this before. Absolutely the best house for an Asksvin you ever did see. Not exactly sure how to connect to the roof to itself. Grouse and roofs are strange. I might just make that wood up there. That might be the best play. I also just realized I don't have a door on this place. Slight oversight on my part. Maybe. But you know what? Who needs door when stair? I think I need more wood. Luckily, my wood farm is up and running and the trees should be grown now. I'm also collecting all my honey again for the honey glazed chicken if I ever decide to cook that. Yum, yum, yum. Wow, look at this forest. Yes. I love chopping down trees like this. They'll just go in a great big pile, and then you just swing your axe and trees go everywhere. It's so exciting. I'm playing a risky game right here. Very risky game. Oh boy. Oh boy. Look at that. And the trees just decimate themselves. That's impressive. That one was standing up for a very long time. Look at this. Ah. Oh. What an efficient way to farm. Not quite, but, you know, it gets the job done. Makes me happy. Honestly, not a lot of wood right yet. Still plenty to chop, though. That'll do for now. Just need a little bit to replenish my stock. I'll plant the farm again in a bit. You know what's crazy to me? In my first playthrough of Valheim, the swamp was a terrifying place. Like, it was Ashlands level, basically. Like, raids terrified me because they could just kill me so fast. Everything was awful. Now, I'm literally living here, and this is my safe space to bring my very valuable animals to. What a fun turn of events. That's why I decided to live here. I wanted to actually... what am I... I'm struggling to talk, guys. I'm sorry. I really am. I don't know. I didn't get much sleep last night. I wasn't able to sleep. Oh, also, I should probably mention, before I forget any further, I might have some days next week and the end of this week to have no videos. Could be most of the week next week. I don't really know. I mean, just if I don't have some videos some days, you know that nothing's wrong. It's just I have things that I need to do. Let's put the door... Where should we put the door? Right here? Sure. Why not? I'll just build that. Build a little door. And then maybe one of these to make getting in very easy. Look at these. You don't need a roof because it ain't raining. Not in here, not with my force field. Let's go check on the little... boy. How you doing, guys? How you doing? Not expecting them to be hatched just yet. No, still a little early. Still just a little bit early. Don't worry about it, though. Soon enough, I'm sure. And we'll have a couple little guys roaming around, frolicking. It's gonna be lovely. So, as I was saying, Bog Witch. Kinda want to get some of that stuff up and running. So, how do I get there? What spot was that? Was that like new or something? Man, I really need to make better naming stuff. I've been using a lot of stone portals lately, and I don't need to for all of the stuff. I don't think there's anything over there at the Bog Witch that can't be teleported, so I'm going to create a regular teleporter that will take me there. Since I've cleared out some spaces, I've got some space. Now the question is, can I find the teleporter that brings me there? Let's just check this one. See where it brings me. Where are we? Nope, this is the place where the tower was. Okay, not it. What did I pick up? Stinking black metal. Get out of my inventory. That's Trader, Yagluth, Mist Home, Mist 2. Was it one of these? Ashlands. Ash. I don't think so, because those would have been like... yeah, that's that. I started naming pins on my map far too late. I should have done that. This goes to Extra. Was it Extra? Motor, Mountain, Swamp 2? Come on, give me good news. Yes, it's Extra. I can't get out of my house. Oh, hello. What do you... He didn't see me. There he is. Oh, that is sad for... Oops. I completely missed that block. Okay. Ouch, dude. Stop. Stop it. These guys are all rude and stuff. Here we go. Let's just get over to the Bog Witch and set up a portal. That will make further visits much easier. Oh, hello. A star troll. Wow. I wonder, can I block you? I'm curious. I can block you. Man, you're a strong guy, and yet I'm absolutely destroying you. How does that make you feel? Probably not very good, I would imagine. Here we go. Which is just a quick jaunt across the plains real quick. Hold on, let me... I need to chop down a tree because I forgot to bring enough wood. Actually, you know, I can just pick up sticks along the way. I'm sure that'll be enough. Yeah, look at this, see? Boom, boom. We're good. I haven't been in the plains for a while. Except for, like, farming and stuff. Want to listen to the music? Oh, hello. You guys don't want to mess with me. I am a magical being. With powers you cannot comprehend. Oh, no. No comprehending for you. That's a big camp. Should destroy it. Nah, they can live. I don't need this plains for anything. I love this music. Plains might be my favorite music. It's just got that air of mystery to it. A little bit of danger. And just the right amount of intensity. Hello? What is this guy doing in the plains? That is nowhere near the swamp. Wow. Somebody got lost. Alright then. I'd like to see what the Fullings would do to you. Look at that. I almost one-shot this guy with a combo. Ay, stop shaking my screen. Unfortunately, Abomination, you are no longer abominable. You're quite pleasant, honestly. I have fought bugs bigger than you. Well, not bigger, but harder than you. Way more difficult than an Abomination. Alright. To the Bog Witch. Set down a portal. There you are. It's been quite some time since I've paid you a little visit. Got an Oozer over here who's getting all up in my business. Leeches? No. Not interested. Could you guys please go away? And you guys do not like fire. That's pretty cool. Alright. Here we are. The lovely Bog Witch's house. Hello. Let's just take a look at what you got. I can't remember exactly. I need like the serving platter. And I need like powdered dragon eggshells. Candle wick. Scythe handle. Love potion. Toadstool. Serving tray. That's what I need. Once the feast has been eaten of, it won't return any resources if dismantled. Okay, that's fine. So like you can make big plates of food and then place them, and then you can eat from them like 10 times. Now I'm just gonna set up a little portal so that I can bring my business to you. How does that make you feel? Mystical force in this area stops you. Okay. You really don't like people encroaching on your territory, and you know what? I get that. I get that. I love my privacy. Did I just hear eggs? Did I just hear eggs? Was it chickens? No, it was not. Look at them. That is the most adorable little thing I've ever seen. And he's a star. Look at them. They're so cute. Oh my goodness. Look. Baby Asksvins. Oh my goodness, he's fast. That is incredible. Oh my goodness, I love this so much. Look at that. Oh man. Yes, it worked. My pen worked. This is great. They're probably gonna need some food. Let me go see if I've got anything for you guys. I'm sure I can scrounge up some kind of delicious delicacy. Almost left my door open in my excitement. That would not be good for my chickens. I've got plenty of fiddleheads. You guys can have a few of them. If you like food. So you guys can eat whenever you feel like it. I don't know how much food you're gonna need, but probably quite a bit. Alright, that's fantastic. Got Asksvins on the way. Now they just gotta grow up. Super awesome. And then I'll just keep feeding them and get more and more and more and more and more. That'll be great. And next time I think we'll try and get the feasts up and going. And then eventually maybe we'll get to doing some dungeons and stuff. That'll be also super exciting. But that's gonna have to be for next time. Also, once again, next week might be a little light on videos. No need to be worried if you see that there are some days missing. But I'm gonna end this episode here. Hopefully next time we'll have a whole bunch of Asksvins in the pen. Well, at least 2 that are grown. They can lay eggs, and then we can get some more. But that'll all be for next time. And until then, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this episode of Valheim. If you did, leave a like. And if you haven't already and you would like to, subscribe to see more Valheim and all the other things I post right here on this channel. And as always, guys, in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.